My name is Pavlos Loizou. I'm the founder, one of the co-founders of a company called Askwire. We collect publicly available information to build granular property profiles of all properties in Cyprus, Greece, and now beyond. And we make that available to banks, insurance companies, and everybody else who needs detailed real estate information to sell, keep mortgages, sell online building insurance, to market studies, or whatever they need. My background is actually managing non-performing loans in distressed real estate. So I've had quite a bit of action over the last 10 years playing around with data, which typically it's the core of all of these things. I mean, none of these things work without data. And it seems that that's the bit that everybody seems to forget and nobody seems to talk about it. So AI and everything else is lovely, but unless somebody does the data entry in the right box, nothing works, however smart it is. Plus, just a comment, because I'm dealing with a company now that is wasting time building technology. The best thing if you want to sell and to do business is to go and meet people in person. Technology is an enabler, and it's a very easy way for people to hide behind. And it's also a very easy way for people to waste money. The only thing technology does is speed. That's all. Nothing else. I think we need to distinguish, we need to explain what is happening. All these companies that have arrived on the island over the last decade, first of all, they have been here for longer. They are here for taxes. No other reason. Right? 2.5% corporate tax on anything that you create here that you resell, 50% taxation for everybody who makes more than 50,000 euros. And easy visas for Ukrainian, Russians, everybody else. We are a tax haven again, which is what we have been doing. Basically, post-1974, this is our main business. What that means is that we have attracted all these individuals and this incredible talent. But how do we link this talent with everything else that is happening? There are universities being created. But what are the universities' purpose? We have truly managed universities. Are they here to do research and provide and have people study to have actual degrees? Or are they mechanisms for people to get a visa and an entry into the EU? When we talk about sustainability, as the professor has mentioned earlier, and when we talk about business, business is about solving problems. For any ecosystem or a business to be sustainable, to have life, it needs to solve a problem. This is number one. So whatever the business is going to be that will leverage technology, first of all, you need to start by solving the problems of Cypriot companies. And I say Cypriot because Cyprus, the one thing that Cyprus has is not the weather. The one thing that Cyprus has is that it's a controlled ecosystem and controlled market. If you think about Cyprus, the 900,000 people that we are, it's amazing. We are 80% foreigners, actually, sorry, 79% locals, 21% foreigners, right? This is great. You have a lot of countries, a lot of nationalities who live here, so you can test different things. You have 4 million tourists, you have different sectors, so actually somewhere where you're going to start and use Cyprus as an incubator and to test your product is great. So if you start, first of all, by solving the problems of companies that are based in Cyprus, then it becomes easier to see how you're going to scale it from here to take it further. But I emphasize the need to distinguish clearly between the noise of what is happening and the reality. It's very split, and I think that people who live in Limassol understand it, that it's two different worlds that we are experiencing. Three elements here. I can tell you by a simple comparison between Greece and Cyprus. We're very simply, we're a 2-year-old company. We had to move to Greece because the level of openness by companies is not there. So in Greece, companies, and elsewhere, companies are not only willing to engage with startups, they want to engage with startups, and they have instructions from further up to engage with startups. Now, this is important because startups need clients, right? I'm not talking about the ordinary client. You need a client to test your product. You need somebody to give you a chance to make sure that what you are doing works. This is the first thing. So companies in Cyprus are not even responsive to having a meeting, exchanging a phone call or anything. This is the first thing. So problem number one is a culture, is a people problem. Second are the students sitting at the back who are very disinterested the last too long. Why? Because 90% of them want to go and work for the government, they want to go to work for the banks, they want to go and work for PwC or the say this as well. Very much there we don't. So, and this is a culture problem. There is a culture problem which becomes wholly ridiculous is that the people who will make the money are the ones who are working for the startups because 1 in 100 or 1 in 10 will make a dozen of money, and the person at the back who's sitting at PwC will be the one doing their accounts, and they will wonder why they didn't go. Younger people need to take risks, not only expect everything else from the other side. So again, it's a culture and a people. Branding-wise, I can see a made in Cyprus sort of brand evolving and that being more, let's say, collegial approach to when we go out and market, whatever. And that can come, which the Greeks have done very well, by leveraging the Cypriot diaspora, which we haven't. We have not engaged the diaspora because the good thing with technology, the good thing with, I think what we are all doing here, is that nobody thinks that Cyprus is our market. Not thinks, we know it's not our market. So if we leverage the diaspora has, they look at Cyprus with rose-tinted glasses, similar to the ones you wear. So
if you are a founder there, you think only Cyprus, you will not be in my panel.
So this is the thing. So I can see you, for example, or the Greek island, everybody else engaging the diaspora more and having a more back and forth discussion. I think these are the three ways forward. It's about companies engaging with startups, younger people taking risks because they stand to learn a lot more by working in a startup than working in a more standardized environment, a lot more. And then the third is about leveraging the diaspora to collaborate and push the country and the community forward.